What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. Now you guys could probably already tell it is going down. Just by that title alone, guys, definitely gonna want to see this one as we got more lefties losing it day by day. Today we've got Don Lemon, ex-CNN host, coming out with some very outrageous remarks, comments that may have just crossed that line of a defamation lawsuit in this newest update, guys, and I'm excited to get into it. So now I'm straight into it. Just make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Before we even get into it, you guys, hit that like button, also hit that subscribe button for your boy. And without further ado, let's hop straight into it, folks. Check this one out.
You're so stupid and you deserve it. You deserve it because you're so dumb. Yes, I am gloating over your stupidity. You have been co-opted because you're in a cult and you don't even realize it because you have stupid MAGA brain and you don't get it. How stupid and dumb are you?
I mean, call me crazy, but is this the same guy that was fired from his job? It's very interesting that he's calling us stupid, but I mean, call me stupid, call me dumb. Just please don't call me a Democrat at this point. I don't care.
MAGA brain, and you don't get it. How stupid and dumb are you?
'Tis the season to be merry. Former CNN host Don Lemon goes on an expletive-laden rant about President Trump supporters over the H-1B visa feud with Elon Musk. Tiffany Marie Brannon is a political strategist and the host of TMB Problems podcast, and she joins me now. Tiffany, and the left wonders why people say they have Trump derangement syndrome.
Tell me about it. It's completely out of control. I mean, call us stupid and, you know, it's just not even a matter of contention at this point.
But lest you think it's just Mr. Lemon, it's not just sour grapes from that lemon. We have two other folks who are making their voices heard, political commentators on the left, Jennifer Rubin from the Washington Post and Rick Wilson from the Lincoln Project. You know, those people that hate Donald Trump and literally every single thing he does. Take a listen.
All those MAGA readers out there, now you'll notice the contradiction in terms, MAGA readers would pick up the Washington Post and they would have more readers. What is the logical fallacy here? Yes, reader.
The guy with the GED and his fake Oakley sunglasses and his goatee and his pickup truck, you know, the universal Twitter bro, that guy's thinking to himself, oh, well, I could have been the senior software designer at Google if only it weren't for DEI or immigration.
I mean, at this point, Tiffany, will they ever realize that condescension is the reason that they lost in 2024 and the reason they will continue to lose if they don't listen to what is now more than half of the country?
You know, I really think that because of the chokehold that the left has on propaganda press, on fake news, on these massive media houses, they have to boil the right and boil any Trump voter down into a caricature, because that's the only way they can try to maintain some real estate in this new world. You know, we can't be smart and vote conservative. You have to be stupid. And the fact of the matter is they want to make us stupid and then they want to keep us stupid. So I don't think they're going to learn their lesson. I think this is kind of beating a dead horse at this point. And, you know, you look at the people saying this, you look at, I think, really what sore losers they've been and what that speaks to in terms of longevity of these, you know, historic news houses that have just kind of become corrupted and basically just arms of the administrative state.
I'm really
exactly. Once they, I mean, you see it time in, time out. Once they lose the argument, and this is for any fight, once they lose the argument, what comes next? It's the slanderous comments. They're throwing the hate and they're trying to defame and slander your name. Who was that? I think that was Socrates that said something like that. But yeah, it's exactly what they're doing on the left. You're seeing that they're sore losers, and there's no look in the mirror. There's no self-reflection on their party. Try to see where they went wrong at. There's ample spots where they could be reflecting, reviewing, saying that, hey, we could be correcting things here. We could be addressing these issues, addressing or focusing on this, and this. But instead, they rather point the finger, point the blame, saying that Trump supporters are stupid for voting for Trump. I mean, that's not going to do anything. That's going to make folks even further away, or distance folks even further away from your party, because why would I want to support someone who's saying that I'm stupid simply for supporting a common sense candidacy? Doesn't make any sense.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because they almost brought about their own extinction this year. And because of that, in part, 2024 is being called the year of the podcast. Also, thanks in part to Donald Trump sitting for multiple podcasts. Watch.
I always got more publicity than other people, and it wasn't like I was trying. In fact, I don't know exactly why. Maybe you can tell me why.
Oh, I could definitely tell you. You said a lot of wild.
You think that you're starting to come around or soften your views on some of the networks that you may have not gotten along with in the past?
No, they're fake news.
Yeah, fake.
Exactly. No one is softening up or coming around to these legacy media outlets, especially those left-wing radical outlets, that just post anything. They'll put out anything, any narrative to, slam Donald Trump, anybody's associated or linked to him. And everyone, I feel like, across the nation, almost everyone, that's why we're seeing ratings tanking amongst these networks, CNN, MSNBC, ABC. They're all tanking, plummeting, because folks are waking up. They're seeing that true journalism is these independent journalists that are doing their research, their due diligence, and able to just come out here. They don't have anyone that's forcing them to run a story or spin a narrative. They're just putting out raw, unfiltered truth. And that's why I feel like a lot of these outlets are on decline.
News.
No, they're so bad. You think Biden does that? Biden's sleeping. Yeah. He has one ability I don't have. Yeah. He sleeps. He can sleep.
Okay, so now we know everybody needs to do podcasts. In 2028, the election is literally going to be one big podcast from January 1 till Election Day. But with that said, what do you expect from legacy media in 2025 as they try and stave off what literally is their own extinction?
Yeah, I think what you really saw this year and throughout the 2024 election that conservatives understood, and Trump specifically understood, that liberals just keep missing every time, is truth. We want truth. The American people want truth. Everyone is sick of being filtered. We are tired of inauthenticity. And you can no longer run and hide from this as legacy media. You're going to have to start competing. You're going to have to start letting us, see the man behind the curtain.
And the reason why they can no longer run for this, and the reason that they have to compete and, play the game now, is because us independent journalists have took control of the power. We're seeing folks like Donald Trump, our president-elect, coming in, doing podcast sit downs with smaller platforms and staying away or steering away from all these legacy media outlets. So they're forced to compete up against, true journalism, folks that don't have to put the spin on it. It's forcing them to, bring their A game at this point.
Going to have to start competing. You're going to have to start letting us, see the man behind the curtain that is pretending to be the Wizard of Oz. And that's something that Trump did so brilliantly. When you watch someone like Joe Rogan and you watch a 3-hour podcast, you are able to see a full train of thought. This isn't some little snapshot. This isn't some little soundbite. You are able to actually understand what's going on behind just the little news clip. And legacy media is going to, first of all, start being honest, which I think we know is a big problem. And they're going to have to start being honest, not just with themselves, but with the American people, and really reporting the news without bias, really understanding that middle-class American is the hardworking American who deserves them to really have the freedom of the press. And what it is, this is a privilege. To live in America is a privilege that no one should take lightly. And to be able to deliver the news, that is a privilege and that is an honor. And to see it so corrupted, I think with 2028, I love how JD Vance has handled the media as VP. I think you see in him kind of a future of how future candidates, especially like millennials that are up and coming, understand this genre and will really be able to, this is their world. Right. They are, if not completely digitally native, pretty darn close to it.
Yo, there we have it, guys. We're still seeing these lefties absolutely losing it. Day by day, the closer we get to January 20th, we're going to see more meltdowns, similar to what we just seen. Don Lemon coming out just slandering Donald Trump, and all his supporters saying that, hey, you guys are dumb. We're stupid for voting for Donald Trump. And over half the nation has already spoke. I mean, guys like this just don't make any sense to me. Like, you see the outcome of the election, yet you still push this narrative to say that the folks that voted for him are dumb. I mean, that's over half the country, which means you're the minority in this case. So most folks don't agree with you. I wouldn't be out here pushing that narrative if I was Don Lemon. But then again, this is the same guy who got fired from his network calling us dumb. He called me what he wants. Just don't call me a Democrat, guys. But definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you'd enjoy more content like this, catch you guys on the next one.